Inside the OMG episode number 186. 186 episodes, and I see I'm frozen. Look at that. Look at that shot of me on the phone. Let me make some adjustments here. Let me fix this. And I'm back. Glad I looked. Otherwise, I would have been just talking for 5 minutes and you would have just been looking at this. No one wants to see that. All right, Mom and Dad, thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. So, got some things to talk about. Some fun things to talk about. First, let's talk about some upcoming shows. So, it's been confirmed that we are at the Mint with Alexa Hodzik opening. And that's on Wednesday, November 2nd. Alexa goes on at 7:30. Olio goes on at 8:30. Tickets are $8 in advance and $12 at the door. It's 16 and over. The Mint is a fabulous place. I talked about it last week. So if you're in Los Angeles on November 2nd, we'll see you at the Mint. So that's first show announcement. The next show announcement, Chukapalooza, October 1st in Anthony, New Mexico. We are now finally have our set time. We're playing at 6:15. We're doing a 45-minute set. We're on the main stage and got the set list figured out. So Kelly, Barry, and I have been in touch. We've been talking about what songs to do. So we know the songs we're doing, but we need to solidify the order. So, hey, Miko, thanks for tuning in. So we need to solidify the order, what we're starting with. So I'm going to ask you what you think. Hey, Alexa, thanks for tuning in. Should we start? Hey, Jimmy, what's up? Howdy. Still on East Coast for a couple of weeks. All right, awesome. So I'm talking about the set list for Chukapalooza. We have 45 minutes. And, for a long time we opened with Boom. That was just kind of like show opener. Boom, we're in. And it's great. And then I thought, well, why don't we move Boom to later in the set, which works great. And we were going to open with... Here, let me switch over to this. So, the last few shows we've opened with Ready, Set, Go. How did that happen? It's crazy. Oh, look at that. I lost my pick, and yet here it is. We opened with Ready, Set, Go. So just to refresh your memory, that goes like this. I'm an engine, you're the key, you're the spark, you electrify me. I'm in motion, you're the flow, you're the rhythm, keep me where I go. Got a feeling in my bones, you're the reason, only one I know. Ready, set, go. Ignited, excited. I got it. Got the feel, I got the feeling. It is a great opener because, lyrically, thematically, Ready, Set, Go. Here we go. It's a good opener. But I'm wondering if we should start with Boom. Boom. And the reason I bring that up is when we started touring in 2013, we used Boom as the opener consistently. And we noticed, and we were kind of trying different things for a little bit, but then we noticed that when we open with Boom And people that don't know who we are, that just seemed to like grab them, hook them in, and then they were in. They were along for the ride. So there's a lot of people at Chukapalooza Fest that have never seen Olio, don't know Olio. There are a few that are coming out. We got some Olio fans in Texas and El Paso, some in New Mexico that are going to come out. But there's going to be a majority of them that have never seen us, never heard us. So that's why I'm wondering, should we open with Boom? It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. So what do you think? Boom or Ready, Set, Go? Because we could do Boom and then Ready, Set, Go into Party Up. That's an option. We could do that. So, some things to think about. That's what I'll be thinking about next 24 hours or so as I put things together. What's up, Barry? Let's see. Metal opening to Boom. That was cool. Right? The metal opening. So, yeah, I mean, that was whatever. But, so those are the things I'm thinking about. You know, Boom grabs everyone, even those that don't know us. But Ready, Set, Go is a great opener. So, anyway, things to think about. Anyway, October 1st is less than 2 weeks away. And we are ready to get on that stage and do our thing. I'm super excited about it. Gonna have a lot of fun. See some old friends, make some new ones. You know the drill. It's an Olio show. It's an Olio party. It's a good time. Always a good time. So that's what I'm talking about. All right, so next up, I want to talk to you about today's date. So, September 20th, where is this? Aha. 1987. September, oh, look at that. There I am on the phone again. What is up with this? Why is it doing that? All right, we're going to fix this right now. There it is. So September 20th, 1987, I moved out from Virginia to Los Angeles. Today is September 20th, 2022. 35 years ago, I moved to LA. 35 years ago. This picture is about that time. It's not quite, but it's just about right. So 17, I was 17. It was 35 years ago. I moved out, and I specifically remember this day. I graduated from high school, and coming out to LA. I had my guitar, I had my suitcase. Mom, thanks so much for helping me. And Dad, thanks for helping me set up my life. My mom flew out, checked out the school. I was going to a music school. It was a 12-month program, Musicians Institute. So I was there, GIT. 17, came out. Hey, I see Samantha in here. Aunt Judy's here. Got an echo. Okay, how about this? Is that better? Echo on your voice. Oh, I see why. Echo. Boom. Echo's gone. Now I see. Thanks for telling me. All right, better? No more echo. See, this is good. This is why your feedback matters. You help make the show great. Because without it, I'm just in echo land. That's not going to work. All right, so let's go back to September 20th, 1987. I moved down to LA. Big dreams. Big dreams of making music. Making a name in the music business. Doing something more than what I was doing in Virginia. Wanted to play guitar, find a band, and do it. So I went to GIT. My parents had helped set up a studio apartment for me, so at least I had a place to come to when I landed at the airport. Landed at LAX and got into a cab, read off the address. I need to go to North Las Palmas Avenue in Hollywood. It's 2026 North Las Palmas Avenue, and I had no idea if the cab driver was going to go like all the way around the city, because he probably figured, I don't know where I am. I'm a little kid, 17. What do I know about anything? So, I trusted, and what's up, Sarah? Thanks for tuning in. And the cab driver got me to the Las Palmas Apartments in Hollywood. It's just south of the Hollywood Bowl and Highland Avenue. But I was telling Miko today, I was reminiscing about this whole, September 20th deal. I had to change planes in Dallas, Texas. So I'm at the gate. Now, mind you, it's 1987. This is way before 9/11. So anybody can show up at the gate. You don't have to be a passenger with a ticket. You could be just whatever, maybe you're a family or a friend waiting for your people to get off the plane and all that. So I'm at the gate. I'm thinking about all these things of, okay, when I get to LA, I'm going to get a cab. I'm going to get my stuff and get to the apartment, and it's empty, and I have to figure out my life, and I have like a week until school actually starts, so that gives me some time. So I'm thinking about all these things. It's 17. It's a pretty big anxious moment for me at that point, because what else, I have nothing really to refer to. So this is a pretty big monumental moment in my life, right? And so I'm waiting at the gate, waiting to get on the second flight to get to LAX. And this woman walks over to me, and she starts, panic and desperation in her voice, and panic in her eyes. And she's freaking out. And she says, what's your name? What's your name? Who are you? I was like, whoa. You look like this guy. Is your name Sam Smith? Making the name up. I have no idea. Is your name Sam Smith? No. Can I see your ID? No. What is this? Who are you? My son's been kidnapped, and you fit the description. I'm going to call the police over here. I need to see your ID. I don't know if she's out of her mind. I don't know if she's making this up. I don't know if it's legitimate. I have no idea. And I'm so taken aback, and I'm looking at everyone else in the gate area, and, everyone's just kind of like, whatever, that they're kind of ignoring the situation. But this woman is just basically, verbally attacking me and assuming that I'm this person. So I pull out my Virginia driver's license. I'm like, look, I am not whoever you're saying. And so she backs off, but she's still not trusting. And she's kind of standing a few feet from me, and I'm waiting to board, and I'm just thinking, man, this is weird. This is a weird, I don't know what's going on. And if this woman's not crazy and actually her son was kidnapped, I feel bad, but, don't accuse me. I had nothing to do with it. So I get on the plane, I get to LA, I get my bags, I get in the cab, I get to my apartment building, hit the buzzer to the property manager, lived on site, Her name was Norma. I remember that. And Norma comes down. She opens the door. She has my keys. I was in apartment 217. And I get to apartment 217. She opens the door, and there's my studio apartment. My roommate hadn't come out yet. And so it was just an empty room. There was a kitchen. There's a bathroom. But it's just one big room. So the dining room and the living room and the bedroom is all the same. It's all one room. And, you know, I thank her. I carry my bags in. I put down my guitar. And I close the door. And I remember just thinking, whoa. And I sat in the middle of the room. I had no furniture. There's nothing. And I sat on the floor. And I just was like, okay. I've been talking about how I'm going to Hollywood. I'm going to do this music thing. And now I'm here. I don't remember. Yeah, I could look it up. I don't remember what day of the week it was. But it was about, at this point, felt like it was, 5 in the afternoon, 6 in the afternoon. And my mom had probably packed me some snacks and some food, so I didn't have to, figure out dinner. So I ate that, and I did have a radio. So I pulled the radio out of the bag. And I plugged it in, and I found it. I found that radio station. So you see that shirt I'm wearing, KNAC 105.5. It was a hard rock metal station. And, I'm looking for stations, and I'm just, okay, I'm listening to the radio. I'm in Los Angeles. And, it was a surreal moment. It was a surreal moment, just saying, okay, I did it. I'm here. 35 years. I vividly remember how excited I was and scared I was and lonely. I was super lonely. This was before cell phones and texting and emailing. So everything, the long distance phone bill was expensive. You're making a long distance call. So instead of dealing with all that, we were writing letters. So I had a bunch of friends that were all pretty much, they stayed in Virginia, went to college in Virginia. So I was letter writing. And, that was like the highlight. The first few months, the highlight was going to school, playing guitar, and then coming home and make my dinner and check the mailbox. Like, the mailbox was everything. So I go to the mailbox and I open it and like, ooh, I got 2 letters today. So then I grab the letters and I take it up to my apartment, and I don't open it because I'm like, hey, I've got this whole ritual. I'm gonna make my dinner. So some things I made at the time: I made spaghetti. That would be one night. I'd bake chicken. That would be another night. And make mashed potatoes and some kind of vegetable. What else did I made a few other things. Probably pork chops and I don't know what else. Hot dogs, mac and cheese. Anyway, so I'd make my dinner and I'd sit down. I bought a little dining set. I think it was a glass table with 4 chairs. So I'd sit down and I'd eat my meal and I'd open the letters, and that was like the highlight. Reading letters from my family or from friends, and I'd read it and I'd read it again and I'd read it again, and hey Chip, what's up? Glad you tuned in. Sounds like the basis for a new song. I'm not what you think I am. I'm not who you think I am, right? Yeah, kielbasa. Yeah. So. So then after I finished my dinner, whatever, then I'd spend the rest of, the evening. I'd respond, I'd reply. So then I'd write my letter, handwrite, and get my stamp and stamp it and send it out. And then hopefully tomorrow I got a letter from somebody else. So there was kind of a revolving, I had maybe 10 different people that I was writing with, and it was everything. But one thing, even though I was, really felt alone, I didn't have a car. Most of the people at GIT, so I'm 17, pretty much the average age was about 25. So these were all people that had worked, saved money, and, they're putting themselves through this program, or they got a loan, or whatever they did. But they're older than me, and they've got life experience, and, they're adults. And here I am trying to assimilate, trying to kind of figure out my life. Who am I? What am I about? I know I'm doing this music thing. I told everyone back home I'm not coming back. I'm coming to visit, but I'm not moving back. And I remember, even though I felt lonely, I remember. Yeah, so in the second month, I ended up getting super sick. I ended up getting mono, but I hadn't. Mono is like a kissing disease, right? Well, apparently, but I was alone. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe I got it in the summer, and it finally took all that time to catch up. So I had mono and I had strep throat at the same time. Awful. It was so bad. It was not a good thing. But I was so, as I said, I was so alone. I felt, just, man, but I'm going to do this. I am not turning back. I am not quitting. I don't care if I'm alone. I don't care that I'm, just whatever. I'm going to power through it. And then I started, making a bunch of friends, found some guys to jam with, and then my life started to take off. Then the next thing was, all right, I got to learn how to surf. Because I don't know, I grew up 3 hours from the ocean in Virginia. Yet somehow Chip, who was part of the surf club at our high school, we had a surf club, nowhere to surf. But we got caught up in just watching surf videos and surf movies, and we were going to learn how to do it. And so once I got to LA, I was going to learn how. So I had a neighbor across the hall, Tim. He drove, he had a surfboard, and I didn't have a car. So it's like, Tim, I want to learn how to surf. I want to I want to do this. And he was like, yeah, okay, I'll take you. So he drove me to Huntington Beach. I bought a surfboard. It was a Channel Islands thruster. I got myself a wetsuit. It was the 80s, so it was like, neon green sleeves, and there's orange. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's neon. It was multicolored. Neon green, neon orange, and black. So I learned how to surf, and joined a band, and doing it. So a lot of great memories from 35 years ago. And when I say to you 35 years, I don't even get it. I don't even understand how it's been 35 years. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. So after that 12-month program at GIT, I graduate, and now I'm thinking, okay, not quite ready. I didn't want to go to college yet. I wanted to kind of figure out what I want to do. I'm in this band. I'm still living in Hollywood. I get a job. I need to support myself. So I get a job. The company's called NRG, and we're a marketing company, but we're doing surveys. The Hollywood studios had hired our company to survey random people across the country to get an idea. It was basically a market research company to get an idea for which movie ideas would be worth making. So, for example, I had one, I'd call, my script was, hey, I'm calling from Hollywood, 5 minutes of your time. I'm not selling you anything. I just need to ask you some questions about movies. if there was a movie starring Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger called Twins, would you see it? And then they would respond, and then it would lead to more questions. And I had to keep them on the phone as long as possible, and I had to write down their answers and turn all this in. And turned out I was pretty good at getting people to talk. So after about a couple months, I was promoted to a supervisor. So here I am. At this point, I'm 18, and I'm supervisor. And this place is loaded with guys like me, long hair. We're all in bands. Everyone's playing at night on the Sunset Strip, and in the day they're on the phone, talking to the rest of the country, surveying, getting their feedback on movie ideas. So did that while I'm, rehearsing with the band I'm in. We're writing a bunch of songs. We're looking for other players because we were ultimately going to be we ended up being a 5-piece band. I was one of 2 guitar players, had a drummer, had a bass player, and we were looking for a lead singer. So we found the singer, and we're rehearsing, and we're getting ready for shows. Well, in the meantime, I decide, I'm going to go to college, and I ended up going to Long Beach State. So I go to Long Beach State, and radio, TV, film is my major, and I decide to minor in music because eventually I'm going to write music for film and TV. So that's one of the things that I ended up doing as well. So I moved to Long Beach. The band's still going strong. And so now it's 1989. In April 27th, 1989 was our first show. We played at a place called Gazzari's on the Sunset Strip. It's not there anymore. Gazzari's is gone. Then it became Billboard Live. Then it became the Key Club, then Billboard Live. I don't know. But Gazzari's was a big deal for a long time because in the 60s and 70s and 80s, that was like Van Halen got their start and Motley Crue got their start and Guns N' Roses. And so all these huge bands that came out of LA, the Doors played at Gazzari's. You name it, they played it. It was a big deal. So that was our first show, our debut show. We played at midnight. We had to sell a ton of tickets, and we did, and we packed the place out, and wow. So it's fun. It's fun. Good memories from September 20th, 1987. Yeah, you were driven, ready to achieve your dreams. Absolutely. Absolutely driven. So that band did about, I'd say maybe 8 shows, 9 shows. And then we got interest from a guy that worked at Capitol Records. And he was seriously trying to shop us and get us a deal. Because back in the 80s, that was like, that's what you were going after, the big record deal. That's what you wanted. So friends of ours that had moved, we met them in Hollywood, but they were originally from Georgia. They were called Bite the Bullet. So we did shows with Bite the Bullet. And as we broke up, because the personalities weren't quite it. I mean, the music was cool and all that, but for us, we broke up. But Bite the Bullet ended up getting a record deal. They were really good. They ended up changing their name to South Gang. They were on Chrysalis Records, and they got one of the top songwriters, Desmond Child, and I think Diane Warren also worked with them. And they were, a lot of money was put into them. They worked on their album for 1.5 years. They had all these writing sessions, and all this stuff happened for them. And it was like, wow, they're going to take off. I know these guys, and it's going to be huge. So this is like now 91, and their album comes out, and it's really good. They were a great live band. They were a great band. But my buddy Dave Grohl, drums for Nirvana. Like, whoa, Nirvana hit Smells Like Teen Spirit. That's the end of that whole scene. You all know what happens. And so my buddies in South Gang, it's like, well, they rode the wave as long as they could. And then They broke up because that was over. So 3 of the 4 guys continued on as Floyd's Funk Revival, then became the Floyds, then became Marvelous 3. So they reincarnated themselves, became Marvelous 3, and that was in the late 90s. Let me think if this is right. Yeah, late 90s. And then there was more craziness with record companies and all that stuff. And then Butch Walker went solo. So Butch Walker was the guitar player, singer in the Marvelous 3 and the guitar player in South Gang. And then he went on to have a big producing career, producing Pink and Avril Lavigne and a whole SR-71 and a ton of bands, ton of things. And he has a solo career and all that. But crazy. So today I was just reflecting on September 20th, 1987. And I just wanted to share all that with you guys because it's fun. Fun memories, right? All right. Wow, this is... had to unfreeze myself. At least it unfreezes and it works. So that's good. Okay. All right, so back to my question. I had posed this question at the beginning of the show, which is the Chukapalooza set we're doing in less than 2 weeks. Should we start the set with Boom, or should we start it with Ready, Set, Go? That's my question for you. Boom or Ready, Set, Go? Oh, you know what I want to do? Let's see how this sounds. Now I've got because I have my pedal board out today, and I'm really curious. Let's see what this one sounds like with my pedal board. All right, we got a vote. Thanks, Samantha. Ready, set, go. Okay. I like it. I appreciate your feedback. Okay, let's do this. One moment as I get myself together here. All right. Let's see what this sounds like. So if you recall, got this one in Japan. Let's get this thing tuned up. Make sure we're good to go. No one wants to hear an out-of-tune guitar. Oh, we got more feedback. I like the feedback game. Aunt Judy says Ready, Set, Go also. All right. Fear Tears Production. Thanks for being here. Ready, Set, Go. That's 2 Ready, Set, Goes. I like it. So I've got Boom as a second to last song. If I open with Ready, Set, Go, Boom is the second to last song, and I'm thinking about closing with Get It Good. We've done that the last few shows, and that goes really well. So Get It Good. guitar sounds really nice. I like that crunch. Yeah, so get it good. Rock on. Thanks for tuning in. Do one more check here. It's been a while since I've plugged in for the Inside the OMG show. Usually I'm on an acoustic, or lately I've been on the other Godin guitar, which is the, you know, kind of like the acoustic electric vibe. But it's nice to have some pedals here to rock out, right? Seen a lot of things on my mind, what tomorrow brings. In a flash before my eyes, oh yeah, I'm hypnotized. Whoa-oh, 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 I didn't see you coming. I'm hypnotized by your eyes, hypnotized by your eyes. Seen the tried and the true, nothing novel, nothing new. A siren in disguise, oh yeah, I'm hypnotized, hypnotized. Uh-oh, 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 I didn't see you coming. I'm hypnotized by your eyes, hypnotized by your eyes. Whoa-oh, 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 I didn't see you coming. All I can think to do is how I'm gonna get next to you. Can't deny how I burn for you, drawn into your trance so soon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. the spell. Throw me in your wishing well. There ain't no compromise. Oh yeah, I'm hypnotized. Hypnotized. Whoa, 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 I didn't see you coming. I'm hypnotized. Hypnotized. Don't break your spell. Throw me in your wishing well. Siren in disguise. Oh yeah, I'm hypnotized. This pedal's cool. I use that at the end of Sugar Daddy also when I go. Right? That is a Univibe pedal. Hendrix loved that. So, Dunlop. Jimmy Dunlop's company. Delay. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Can you play some Nirvana song? Let's see. I don't really do a bunch of Olio songs. Nirvana song. Let's see if I can do. There you go, Nirvana. Or. Ta-da! Nirvana. Yeah. See if Nirvana took me out of tune. Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh yeah, so this was cool. We were talking about songs to play at Chukapalooza, which is October 1st in Anthony, New Mexico. And Barry suggested this one. And I was like, you know, this is cool. I like it. It makes sense because it's a Saturday night. And hey, man, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Song's called Saturday Night, and October 1st is a Saturday night, so it makes sense. These are the days, the best of times. These are the ones that I'll keep in mind. These are the nights, the best of times. These are the moments that I will rewind. Do it again. Never say when. Saturday night as a 92. hitting it hard in a better groove. Look at nothing to do with it. Turn up the lights. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. These are the ways, and best of all, these are the highs, living off the wall. These are the years, and best of all, these are the greatest that I will recall. Do it again, never say when. Saturday night is an attitude, hitting it hard in a better groove. Look at nothing to do with it. Turn off the lights. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. This is the time of my life. Leave all regrets behind. Do it again, never say when again. Saturday night has an attitude, hitting it hard in a better groove. Look at nothing to do with it. Turn up the lights, turn up the lights. Saturday night has an attitude. Saturday night has a better groove. Nothing to do with that. Saturday night, do it again. Never say when. Saturday night, this is the time. Saturday night, it's Saturday night. Saturday night, do it again. Never say when. This is the time. It's Saturday night. Saturday night. You can find that on the Comeback Kings EP that we put out back in 2012. 2012. Comeback Kings. Barry, love that song. We should do that one. Well, we are. You had suggested that. You had suggested that in the for the set. So we're gonna do it. Okay, let's see what's going on. Liking the new guitar, great sound. Thanks, Samantha. It is nice. It's cool. I'm digging it. There you go, so you can see it a little better. Let's see how this one sounds. read. I like to read. You fill my head with mystery. With every chapter, I am intrigued. Your suspense is thrilling me, thrilling me. Doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate, can bust the box spring. Don't matter to tell them, white toast, crack the bare bones. I think good that should wake up the neighborhood, bust the box spring. You are the honey I like to eat. Taste of you extra sweet. With every drop I am in need. Fill me up with ecstasy. Oh, doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate, can bust the box spring. Don't matter to tell them, white toast, crack their bones. I think a good thing we should wake up the neighborhood. I love all flavors, shapes and sizes. Love all colors, black to white. Doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate. Don't matter Nutella, white toast. Doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate. Don't matter Nutella, white toast. Doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate. Don't matter to tell them, white toast. Doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate. Don't matter to tell them, white toast, white toast. Doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate, can bust the box spring. Don't matter to tell them, white toast, crack the bare bones. Doesn't matter if I'm white bread, if you're chocolate, can bust the box spring. Don't matter to tell them, white toast, crack the bare bones. I think a good thing should wake up the neighborhood, bust the box spring, bust the box spring. Woo, bust the box spring. Yeah, bust the box spring. Bust the box spring. That's on the Living the Dream album. That was with Matt Sherrill on bass, Dee Haven Carrington on drums. Oh, I was thinking about this. Let's see. So, our friend Rose, who's in El Paso, she's coming to the show. She got her tickets. She's coming to Chukapalooza. And I don't know that we're going to play this one, so I'm going to play it tonight because this is her favorite song. So, Rose, in case you're tuning in, I'll play it for you now. But I so appreciate you buying a ticket and can't wait to see you. It's going to be fun. Here we go. When you start, don't ever stop. The way you move, I'm gonna pop. Hell, I change. Yeah, my chemistry on the rise. What you do to me, no time to wait around. Yeah, got me spellbound. One thing left to do, get a, let's get a room. Kissing and touching, people are fussing, get a room. Screaming and cussing, get a room. Let's get a room. Steamy on, making body heat. Mile High Club to the backseat. Burn the town, got them painted red. On again, I think we need a bed. No time to wait around. You have me spellbound. One thing left to do, get a room. Kissing and touching, get a room. People are fussing, get a room. Screaming and cussing, get a room. Let's get a room. Don't need a room with a view. Rocking the bed, we'll put it to good use. Change the sheets when we're through. Look at all this mess from a party or two. Wow. There we go. No time to wait around. Yeah, got me spellbound. One thing left to do. Get a room. Kissing and touching. Get a room. People are fussing. Get a room. Screaming and cussing. Get a room. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Woo. Get a room. Get a room. Get a room. Whoa. Get a room. Get in a room. All right, Rose. There you go. That was for you. Get a room. How we doing? Whoa! That's it. 8:03. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all being here. This has been episode 186 of Inside the OMG. Hope you have a fantastic week. Next week there'll be more. Have more news. Just a recap real quick. Chukapalooza, October 1st, Anthony, New Mexico, just outside of El Paso, Texas. We'll be there. I think there's 10 or 11 acts playing. We're on the main stage, 6:15, doing a 45-minute set. So we will see you there for those of you that are coming. And then November 2nd, which is a Wednesday night, we're at the Mint in Los Angeles. Alexa Hodzik is opening the show, doing a set at 7:30, and then Olio hits at 8:30. Tickets are $8 in advance and $12 at the door for that one. Oh, by the way, the Chukapalooza tickets, they're still $10 for a couple more days. So if you want to get them for $10, get them now, because in a couple days they go up to 20. So for the next week they'll be 20, and then at the event they're 30. So plan accordingly. Plan accordingly. So we'll see you at the shows, and if not, I'll be here next week for episode 187. Wow, 187. Thanks again for tuning in. Really appreciate you. Appreciate you commenting and participating, and just generally being awesome. So leaving you with As a Dream by Alexa Hodzik featuring Olio. Till next week, take care.
Late nights, long drives, fake a smile. I'll be out for a while, and nobody knows how the pain grows. Waves get farther, but the nights get darker. When I say goodbye, it's over. And when the lights go out, I'm getting closer to panic. Can't breathe all alone with this hole in my throat, and I'm screaming, save me, get me out of this never-ending grief. Please come back. Sore throat, fresh tears. I'll feel numb after a couple beers. I'm turning it off, shutting it out. I don't wanna feel if this is what it's about. I'm losing my mind without you, and nobody knows what I'm going through. Panic, can't breathe all alone with this hole in my throat, and I'm screaming, save me, get me out of this never-ending grief. Panic, can't breathe. Panic, save me. Panic, save me. Panic, can't breathe all alone with this hole in my throat, and I'm screaming, save me, get me out of this never-ending grief. You never said you were going. I never got to say goodbye. Please come back, even as a shadow, even as a dream.